Alrighty, morning everyone, and welcome back to another beautiful video on this beautiful channel on another beautiful day. Today I wanted to do a little shed tour with you because I'm in some sort of like little tiny shed whenever I do these kind of videos from my other place. Obviously the videos where I make most of my money at my first place, my major scrapping place, they are filmed in a different setting, but every time you see me doing some smaller stuff on this workbench over there that you can see like a little bit, it's in this building. And this is basically just like a little wooden shed, but I wanted to give you a little tour of it because there's some very interesting stuff inside of it. And I've had this thing for a very long time and I've done quite a bit of scrapping in there, and there's really some very interesting kind of stuff in there, and I want to just go through, give you a little tour today, and because I thought that would be a kind of nice thing, so we're gonna do that today. So yeah, I'm gonna put you in some different locations and then we're gonna talk about the stuff that is there. So let's go and let's do that. So the first location is actually this random pile of poop. Isn't that great? Yes, I think so too. Because this is mostly just aluminum scrap and a little bit of scrap steel. And there's quite a few bits and pieces that are laying around everywhere that are kind of interesting. I do have to throw away this box because it's very broken, and I really don't like how it looks. There we go. Speaking is kind of hard sometimes apparently, but this stuff is all hopefully gonna get sold next week, and then this spot is nice and empty for something that I will put there, which is hopefully gonna be interesting, and I might do a little video about that as well. Maybe. We'll see. So yeah, that's the first little spot, and let's go inside now. So the first inside spot is this spot. I mean, most of you probably know this spot from my videos, because this is a spot where I do most of my scrapping and where I also store some stuff that I still want to feature in a video, or maybe not. Well, no. Anyways, we'll see about that. And this is also basically the place where most of the stuff ends up that I don't want to use right now, but I want to use soon, and then it sits there for like a couple of years, and then I scrap it out at some point. This is probably the spot where I do all of that. So yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff on it. You can see some copper bars over there that still need to be polished because I need to sell them. They've been standing around there for quite some time, to be honest. But anyways, that's not really a big problem. I've got this green thing where I put stuff that I want to scrap out in different videos when I come across something like that. I've got my nice red solid steel vise there, which is nice. The table itself is, we can quickly go down here just like that. The table itself is a very solid construction out of like, I think these are like 4x4 or something like that. In American terms, probably. They are 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters, so solid pieces of wood. The plate itself is not as solid as I would want it to be, because that's something that's not real wood, there's stuff that is mostly held together by glue. I don't like that very much, but that was the stuff that I had at the time, and so that's what it is right now. It is bolted to the ground, so that's good, it's very solid. You can see a whole lot of wire down there that we need to get to at some point. We'll do that maybe. The thing that you see right there is a solid sheet of aluminum, a big plate, like 1 centimeter thick, and I initially wanted to build a table out of that, but then I realized that aluminum is very soft and wouldn't make a good table on its own, so yeah, it's just kind of laying there and waiting for something, I guess. This over here is my trash assortment, where I put all the kind of wasty stuff that I want to either A, throw into the garbage, or B, that needs some more processing before I can do just that. And yeah, that's basically that, and we'll move on to the next spot. This right here is the corner next to the table. You can see over here there's the table side, and then this is the side that you usually don't see. This rod that you can see right here, that is the thing that holds my new lighting supplies. Isn't that awesome? Yes, I got some new lighting supplies, but I didn't have the intelligence to also buy something that holds lighting supplies. So I had to improvise a little bit, and I built this thing out of a copper pipe and a steel pipe, and it's doing pretty well. Until it's not, but we'll see, and I'm pretty happy with it for the time being. I've got all kinds of stuff on this table that I don't want to scrap, that I want to keep, like big pieces of rebar that I want to forge something out of maybe, and also some very big pieces of angle iron with holes in it. I don't really know how you call that, so I'm calling it that. And yeah, that stuff came out of a dumpster, like all of that, and I want to keep that because, yeah, because I guess I've got issues. Anyways, and this rounded plate thingy that is actually the top plate from a video recorder, but I don't know whether or not I want to throw that away or not. It looks funny and I use it sometimes as an improvised bowl, but really I have no use for it, so I might as well throw it away. Anyways, besides that, there's a big, like, solid steel rack behind there where there are multiple pieces of scrap and some stones that I collected outside. I don't know why they are here, but they are. So, and then we've got this kind of shelvy thing over there where there's a part of a motorcycle and the steering wheel to an old Porsche, and also some bits and pieces of steel that I built out of. Down there are 3 containers of water. Well, I don't know why I kept these, okay? Whatever. There are some pipes of copper pipes right there. Yeah, very nice, very pretty ones. And I've used one of them to build my standy thing. So, yeah, good thing that I kept those. These steel ropes are the kind of ropes that you use when you get rebar delivered in vast quantities, and I found them in trash of some builder's place actually, so I was like, well, heck yeah, I'm gonna take that, and I haven't found a use for them yet, and they've been hanging there for 2 years, but I might have use for it at some point, so I'm keeping those, definitely. And you also won't get a lot of money for that because steel ropes really, like, the scrapyard doesn't really buy them because they are really hard to shred up. And so, yeah. Anyways, I know why they chucked them in the trash, but doesn't really matter, I'm happy with them and I'm keeping them. Right next to that little corner are my boxes of stuff. We've got my aluminum box, which is the bigger wooden box thingy, because I usually have a lot more aluminum than I have copper, and then I've got this little box of copper. You have to take into consideration, like, this is just my hobby shed, so to say, and this is not really the stuff that I do to make money. So this is just like, yeah, you know, I'm collecting it there, and once I've got enough, I just bring it in with my usual loads from my other workplace and get some money from it. So that's not really something I do for a profit, that's just for fun, and for these videos, which, well, these videos are just fun anyway, so I guess that's a thing. And yeah, that's kind of cool. And let's go up now. We've got a lot of boxes there, and some very useless pieces of whatever that is, computer parts, and then we've got a little homemade wooden rack thingy, and we've got a horseshoe. Isn't that nice? That's supposed to catch luck. I hope it does. Well, we'll see. And then I've got some smileys on the wall, which actually kind of look creepy because I didn't know how to spray with a spray paint can, and now they look like they're crying, which makes me kind of sad. But anyways, that's a thing apparently. And then right next to it, we've got this spot. This spot is where I collect all kinds of sheet metal. You can see over in these boxes like this, and there's also like a bag on another box. I've got a very diverse selection of all kinds of sheet metal. It's aluminum, it's steel, it's all kinds of stuff. I even have some stainless steel, which is really cool because I want to do something with that, but I don't know what yet. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I've got all that, and I will build something with it at some point. It came in handy at some time because I needed it to fix my vise to the table. Anyways, it's not really interesting, but it is useful stuff, and that's why I keep that and don't scrap it, because yeah, as I said, I've got a problem of keeping too much stuff, but then again, it's stuff that I could always turn into money, like, the next day, so it's not really that bad. Over here, we've got another shelf. I have some miscellaneous collecting stuff there, but also very expensive stuff that I found in dumpsters. For example, this very, very big lock over there. Expensive thing, I found that in a dumpster, very happy about that. And also this thing, which I don't know what it's called, but it is very heavy, and I think it's expensive because it looks like it's something for heavy machinery, and stuff for heavy machinery is usually expensive. So yeah, that's very nice. And I've also got my box over there that I carry my tools in when I bring them over here to the shed, because this shed is not heated, and I don't really leave any quality tools here because they tend to rust, and I don't like that, no. So yeah, down there we've got, no, you can't really see that, let me fix that. Down there we've got some other miscellaneous bits and pieces for drill bits and stuff like that, and we've got these copper UFOs, which I don't know where they came from, but they are there now. Over here, I've got an anvil, which I cannot use at the moment because I cluttered it with all sorts of scrap, which that's nice. And I've also got a bunch of wire down there. That's mostly, not really telephone cable, but this wire that has got very, very many little strands in it that are number one wire, all of them, but it's a little bit more high grade than telephone wire, but it looks a bit similar. So we've got a lot of that. I want to maybe scrap that down at some point. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes, but yeah, I'm keeping that for now, and it's there for now. And then we've got this bucket down there, which I collected some scrap metal in when I was at this abandoned factory again, because I pretty much go there every time that I go there, but I don't think anyone really cared about me going there, so I stopped posting it. Yeah, sad day. And then the last thing we've got here is my tool wall. There's not a lot of tools on my tool wall, and I for some reason thought that at some point it would look cool to burn my tool wall, because, well, I don't know, it looks kind of stupid, I know that. But anyways, that's my tool wall. It pretty much works the same as before I burned it, so I'm not replacing it. We've got some nails in there, I can hang tools on there, it's pretty much the simplest thing ever. It works, and I'm kind of happy with that, I guess. Maybe. Oh well, anyways, maybe not, but I'm not gonna remove it. So that was pretty much it for the chat tour. I think that was actually really interesting. I liked it. I hope you liked it. Well, I mean, if you're here still, you probably liked it, so that's good, I guess. And yeah, it was fun for me to do. If you want to see something like this again, actually don't tell me, because I don't have another chat. What am I talking about? Anyways, so I think this was fun. I hope you found it interesting. I think there's some interesting stuff in here. I might just go through this all again and see if we can find something that we can scrap, actually, because I think there's still so many things in there that we could scrap on the channel, and I think that's gonna be really cool. So we are gonna do that, maybe. I'm not promising anything, but I will try. So yeah, I guess if you want to comment anything, if you've got any questions whatsoever, write them in the comments below. I'll be very happy to answer them, as always. And yeah, also rate the video with either like a thumbs up or a thumbs down. There we go, in frame, please. Whatever you might want to do, I don't really mind that. And also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, but you absolutely don't have to, because it's free and you can still watch the videos without being subscribed. So yeah, you can do that, and I wish you a very happy, very nice week, and until next time.